Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at ALLAN, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadainns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates, make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
New at ALLAN, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw. The Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice. or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MBCurlMuseum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Good afternoon and welcome to Brandon, Manitoba and the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. We have a women's game for you here this afternoon between Tiffany Brown of Verdun and Bethany Allen out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg. My name is Jill Officer and I am joined by Sean Taylor here today as we look at the lineups for the two teams. As you can see, Tiffany Brown, the skip for Team Brown, Joelle Barkley, Hannah Lowe, Lexi Brown, and Coach Corey Barkley. For Team Allen, Bethany is the skip, and Piper Stays is the third, Hannah Smith at second, Taylor Letham at lead, and coach is Cal Eady. And they're just finishing up the last of the last stone draws before we get underway. And Team Allen will have the last stone advantage here in the first end as we get underway. This is a B side in a triple knockout format. This is a B side quarterfinal game, so both teams will stay alive after this this game, Sean.
Yes.
And to get us going, this will be Lexi Brown with Team Brown.
85, somewhere in there.
I didn't see what the numbers were when they were doing the throw to the button, but obviously they were much closer. And Allen's team was the ones closer, so the Browns are throwing first draw.
Lexi Brown is being asked to put their first stone right into the rings. This one's crossing the middle, but the weight looks pretty good.
Weight looks nice, right to the edge of the forefoot.
So Bethany is electing to hit here, Sean.
Yeah, I'm not sure, what these teams have been like, if they've been playing each other much in say, the junior league, the MGCT, or not. So they may just try to feel each other out for the first end or so and play it fairly safe.
Yeah, sometimes especially because it curled off to the side, the team with hammer might take that as an opportunity to put up a corner guard.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
That was Taylor Letham that threw lead for Allen.
So you see Tiffany go back and just ask Lexi to hit this one. So it does look like, even though that rock is kind of back and almost in the 12-foot, that they're going to play it fairly safe and try to make sure nothing gets built up too much this first end.
So Lexi Brown is actually twin sisters with the skip, Tiffany. Although they do have a little bit different color hair, so I think we'll be okay, Sean.
Yep, that'll be good.
These Team Allen has, they all have numerous years of curling experience, but this is their first season together, and they won one of the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour events earlier in the season in Selkirk, and were finalists in the Tour Championship.
Just leave it.
And that junior tour is a very good thing for these young teams. Gives them a chance to, play almost every weekend. I think I'm not sure exactly how many stops there are in that tour, but I think it takes up pretty much.
Yeah, there's plenty. There's quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fantastic. So, kudos to those that are running and organizing that league for the teams.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to put things like that together, and they do a great job of giving those opportunities to the kids.
For sure.
Normal. Lots.
So this is Hannah Lowe, who just threw the second shot for Team Barkley. And she'll just go by that on the outside. Opportunity now for Team ALLAN.
They kind of split the rings, and especially when they've got hammer, that's what they want to do. So they'll be trying to keep the rocks as far apart as possible. So hopefully at the end of all of this, they've got an open hit for their deuce, which is kind of game plan now.
Hannah Smith is the second for Team ALLAN.
All you. Head down. Take a look. Yeah, we gotta go. Whoa. You look fine. 14-4.
Yeah, now just got to watch. Hopefully they didn't
That's my bad.
little oversweep, but it looks okay. I think it's going to stick around just in the back edge.
It's in.
Not by much.
Not
but
by
it's
much,
there.
yeah. A little bit of relief there. There was some panic there by the sweepers and talking about head down. But
Yeah.
the thing with that is when there's two sweepers, you always have to have one that's looking up to make sure that you're not misjudging or overdoing it. Or
Exactly.
So they almost lost that one, but it hung on.
Yeah, the thing you don't want to hear is head down. Oops.
Yeah.
Swept it all the way down and it was still heavy. I've heard that comment before.
Put it back.
The key for ALLAN's team here now is to just make their draws and make sure that they're keeping this 2 set up.
Exactly.
T. Mine's good. T. Well, we're T. We're back. Always Taylor. We're back. Well then. We're T. We're just behind T. 14-3.
They're just playing with it. It looks like the weight's pretty good. Great distance between the two rocks still. Playing that other side of the sheet. So.
Yep.
First of third stones, Joelle Barkley. They want to try to avoid rolling out on this one. They'd like to be able to hit and roll the other side of the rings.
Try to get the rocks grouped a little bit so that they've got a chance of maybe making a double to get themselves to a point where they may only give up one, or even a blank wouldn't hurt. Ooh. Okay, that one just pushed it over.
Yeah, just it seemed a little down weight for a hit, for a take out.
Mm-hmm.
Piper stays. Third for Team ALLAN.
So again, they want to still try and keep things spaced out as much as they can, so they're going to try and put this pretty much right in the middle of the house if possible.
14. Is it sitting?
It looks like it
just
going to hang on at the back again.
So you heard Bethany say 14. That's a time between the two hog lines to indicate the speed of the stone. So given that one slid to the back 12 foot, it's probably about a 14 and a half,
14
maybe
and a half,
14
I
and
would
3/4. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere
to
in there.
the T line.
I think that way.
Another chance here for Team Brown to get roll over now in front of another stone.
More curl. Straight. Guys, curl.
This one's got a lot of curling to do for...
They've got to go if they want to even catch a piece of it by the looks of things. Nope. That's unfortunate.
Billas, 14-5.
It's going to leave, Tiffany's going to have to make a really good shot with one of hers to try and minimize the score on this end.
Line's good. Yeah, that's nice. Clear. Yeah, you gotta go. Yep. You gotta go. Hard up, guys. Keep going. You got it. You just gotta go. Hard. Go. Keep going. Keep going. You got it. Go, 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 go.
Oh, this is really good sweeping for those girls to get that rock in the rings there.
Yep, they swept that most of the way down and pushed it right into the middle of the 8-foot, which is great.
Yeah, no, so you can hit that back one too. I'd go there.
This will give Tiffany just where it's sitting. If she can basically catch this on the nose by the looks of things, Jill, she should be able to at least eliminate 2 rocks and cut down the scoring opportunity. So Tiffany and her teammates they've been curling together for about 3 years now, which is nice to see, because a lot of cases we see a bunch of movement around with some of these junior teams. So it's really nice to see them stick together and work and try to build a pretty cohesive unit. So
yeah, they won a U18 Bonspiel in Carmen earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, spending that extra time. Oh no. Poor Lexi had a little tumble there. Ice is slippery sometimes.
Got to be careful.
She got a nice roll over on the side there, just to be near one of those red rocks and make it maybe a little bit in the line of sight for Bethany.
Yeah. Even though she kind of went down, she was able to stay out of the road of the rock in a way. So probably gets a couple extra points for artistic ability.
That's a feat in itself when you when you fall and you're able to avoid the rock.
So that does leave Bethany with a throw at the shot stone.
This one's curling.
This one's moving. This might not exactly what they wanted.
No, they are still laying 2, but that certainly gives a bit of an opening to Tiffany.
It does. It looks like they're going to hit that the center one and try to sit there for shot. Not a bad call. I'd maybe more tempted to hit the one on the outside and try to roll over in front.
I agree.
And then hope for a miss.
Well, and hope for a jam
like
again. Yeah. A jam and a rollout, then you get 2.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, stranger things have happened in games.
Yes.
You know.
But yes, I agree. Sean. I think I'd play the side one. Final stone for Tiffany Brown.
Lex, yep. Lexi. Hard, Lex, yep. Straight, yep. Hard, straight, yep. All the way, Lex, all the way, yep.
Looks like they got to go a bit on that if they want to make sure they can still catch a piece of it. Yeah, I think they've still... No,
not quite.
Not quite.
So
that's a tricky spot, Joe, when... on any sheet, not just this one, on any sheet, when you're trying to throw at one in the back of the house and your rock's going to cross center line. Sometimes that center line can, once it touches it, it can really start to move after that. So
yes. So last stone for Bethany Allen. This will be a draw for 3. Final stone in end number 1.
This will give her a good chance just to kind of relax and try to get that draw weight. I know they've thrown practice and they threw the stones for hammer, but when you have on your first end, when you've got a chance just to throw and you basically have to hit the rings, gives you a little bit of a good confidence where you're not trying to throw a hard one.
And that will be a 3 on the board in the first end for Team Allen. They'll take that 3-0 lead early in this game.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
New at ALLAN, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Welcome back to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. We have a women's game here for you, live from the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba. Allen with a 3-point lead after the first end. So a little bit of work to do already for Brown to make their way back, and they are putting up the corner guard right away, Sean.
They are, which is, that's what they need to do, is try to create some offense now. Yes, they did give up the 3. The nice thing, though, here is it is a 10-end game, so it does give them some chance. I did a game with Resby yesterday, and he said, well, if you are going to give up a 3, the first end is a good end to do it, he said. So
that Resby, he's a smart one. They were a little worried that corner guard was going to slip into the house, but it stopped just in time.
And that's a good position for it. A lot of the corner guards, they used to try and stick them out and kind of guard the middle of the 12-foot. With today's game and the way it's played and the way these kids throw, really with the way anybody throws, I think if you're guarding kind of middle 8-foot to edge of 8-foot is probably the ideal spot.
Yes, I agree.
Yep, take a look. Where? See? Line's good.
Trying to come around their own red stone, biting the house.
Line's really nice.
Line looks really good on it. It's all a matter of weight.
Really good, Taylor.
Really nice shot there by Taylor Latham.
And it's in a nice spot. Keeps it just above the tee line in that 4-foot. So even if Brown comes down and draws to it at some point, they're still shot rock.
So I don't mind the hit on this, Sean, but I think I would have taken the other turn just to try to play the roll behind the, I guess if they're rolling for a corner.
I would agree with you.
Oh, what do I know?
There you go, right? And you know what? It leaves them with a second corner guard, so yeah.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good.
It worked out really well.
I'll just go home now.
But with your initial comment, I would have said the same thing, But the way
Thanks
that
for backing me up. I mean, in the end, you could have played that either way, but my first thought was to play the hit roll.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
just back of T. Just behind T. Looks like Straight's running. Go back 8. You're running. 14-1. It'll come off.
It's going to come down, but it's going to still stay out in the open. And it's now just behind the tee line, so that does give Tiffany a chance to, come down, have Hannah come in and try to get a little bit of a roll behind that that guard that just ended up short of the rings.
Straight left, yep.
Hannah just got this one curling a little bit out of her hand, so.
Put it on the guard. Hit and roll off ours. Hey, roll that one in. Roll that one in. Yeah, bring it over here. Okay.
That's what I was thinking 2 shots ago.
They just had different stages they wanted to do it in.
Different process for different people.
That's right.
I think I like that. Okay. Control? You like control? Yeah, agreed.
And it worked out okay. She's shooting that. The unfortunate part is it does take that one corner guard away and now brings the play back into the rings here where, where Bethany would prefer to see it. So
10! Curl.
Hannah just kind of floated that one out a little bit. It's got a long way to get back over.
Whoa.
Yeah, just kind of hugging that line all the way down.
9-8. Just a bit up.
Yep.
So now a chance for Team Brown to get set up for 2 points.
Control.
Yeah, and as we talked in the first end, now the the strategy would try and keep their two rocks as far apart as they can.
Normal, lots.
Straight. Yep. No, straight. Yep.
That's pretty good. They would have liked to roll a bit to the wing, I think.
I think so, yeah.
It doesn't leave a double or anything. Maybe leaves a bit of a hit and roll if they wanted to play behind the corners.
Yep.
Got a fairly early call on the sweep there, so must be pretty close because they called them off.
Roll. Whoa. Okay, that's fine.
And there it is. It's down for third or second shot there. That call I like. That the draw, kind of if you can kind of come down and freeze to that, leaves you laying 2 and gives a little bit of backing and protection for your stones. So.
Yeah, I like this call as well.
Straight, if you can.
Sweepers aren't touching it at all. It actually looks a little bit warm from here.
Curl. Whoa.
Just a little heavy there. It's a bit of a missed opportunity.
Normal?
Another chance for
10-5.
Team Allen to get this yellow one out.
Yes.
Bethany's trying to get Piper just to come down and basically hit what she can see.
Yeah, this one's on the guard already.
Looks like it, yeah.
That's fine.
That still rolls out. I think that still gives Tiffany an opportunity to play really the same shot that she tried last time.
Yeah, but she's choosing to switch up it up to a hit instead of trying to draw to that spot again.
It's a little bit more of a defensive mode, I think.
Maybe just a tad more ice
with some of these teams, you'll find that they get a little concerned if there's too many of the opposition rocks in the house, and with her sitting shot rock right now, the draw down there would have been I think, a really good opportunity.
Straight. Yep.
Like we talked before, it
Hard legs. Yep.
you can use your opposition stones to your own advantage, right? So
That's right.
having a draw down to that might leave a jam situation later, and you never know when you might get 3 out of it.
That's right.
It's okay. Yeah. Sorry. There. You got it.
Now that guard has gone on this spot, it'd be a little bit more straightforward hit for Team Allen.
Yeah, just on the nose.
Yeah, there you could hear Bethany say at that point, just on the nose. Again, she's kind of keep her rocks up there. I'm not sure if she hits that on the nose. I don't think that Tiffany can come down and hit it on the nose and be shot. So.
A little bit of a rollover, so it does give her the opportunity to hit it on the nose and be shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, control.
Yeah, she's going to try and hit and roll, so I'm assuming she's going to try and roll outwards a little bit, just so that she's got a jam possibility with that rock in the back of the 12. Just the way this end's playing out, I think she's either going to have to be prepared for a draw to the 4-foot or 8-foot.
No, straight. Yep. Curl, Lex. Yep, hard. Yep.
Oops.
Hit and roll out, so we'll see where Bethany decides to put their stone.
It didn't touch.
Didn't really talk a whole lot about it, Sean, but
no.
The placement here could be pretty important.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and go, I'm assuming, top 4.
Yeah, but
this,
it does leave an open hit, right? So
yeah.
They didn't discuss whether they'd want the other team to draw or to draw against 2 or hit against 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it top 4, it's a hit.
Yeah.
But if you put it maybe just top 12, maybe not even biting 8, but top 12, then they might have to hit the one on the. Might be more likely to get a rollout on the back one that's closer to the outside of the rings. If you force them to draw, maybe you steal 2. So they didn't really discuss much of the rock placement on that.
Okay, it'll come down.
No, I agree.
It's like T. Just past T. Oh, that's fine.
Because even if she does roll a little bit here, it does give, some more margin of error for Tiffany, because you've got basically a whole half of the house that you can
exactly.
You can still roll into. So.
Yeah, there's a lot more room to roll, whereas if Bethany had put that one in the top 12, if Tiffany wanted to hit, she'd have to hit that one at the back, and there wasn't really a whole lot of room for error.
Exactly.
Or Tiffany would have to draw.
So final rock of the second end. Tiffany Brown attempting a hit and stick
Hard, Lex, yep.
for a single point.
All the way, Lexi, yep.
And it looks like she's pretty close. Pretty much bang on.
Yep, and that will be a single to get on the board, and the score will be still with a lead for Team Allen by a score of 3-1. We'll be right back after this with the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
New at ALLAN, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
You're watching the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships, and we have a junior women's game here between Bethany Allen and Tiffany Brown. Allen leading by a score of 1 as we'll get the third end underway. Seen a few misses here, Sean, in the first couple of ends by both teams. So despite the 3-1 score, there's still lots of game and plenty of opportunity.
I think you'll see the girls settle down and get into the groove in the game as it goes on here. It's just the first 2 ends.
Starting to keen up like how it was before. Yep.
Couple of guards to start this end. Lexi will try to come around her first guard.
Top 8 right now. Curl. Top 8. Gotta go. Yep, gotta go hard. Curl. Hard. Get in here.
This one's really moving. It doesn't have a whole lot of rotation on it, actually, Sean. Meaning that the rock is not spinning as much as you would expect it to. So it really curled in there.
Yep. Those type of rocks, especially on ice like this with that less rotation, sometimes you can see them almost go straight sideways.
Yes.
When they start to really slow down. So just an interesting comment that I just heard Joelle say. You could hear over the kids' mics where she said it's starting to keen up like it was earlier. Which means they probably felt that the first couple ends were a little bit heavier, which I would have guessed might have been the other way around, because I think most of the misses that we saw on the draws in the first end were heavy. So
yes, that makes sense. You have to learn to adjust, and but now it sounds like it's getting more to a place where they have been familiar with in this event.
Yeah. And a good indication by these last 2 draws. Well, actually, all 4 rocks. They're in the positions that they were looking for. So.
Curl if you can, Lex. Yep. Hard. Top 12. Hard. Yep. Hard.
So Tiffany's asking Hannah to try and come around right into the forefoot if she can.
And it's interesting because the challenge for Lexi actually is that Hannah just threw quite a bit of rotation on her rock, especially compared to her sister, or to the lead Lexi, and those rocks will travel completely different. We can see that happened there.
Exactly.
The more rotation, the straighter it will travel.
And sometimes when you get the first rock coming in, and it's got a little, what we call lazier handle to it, your tendency is to give your next player or on the next shot a little bit more ice because you're trying to get around it, and if they throw a rock with a little bit more rotation,
Exactly.
It's kind of 2 + 2 = 5 sort of thing.
A little bit more weight. Sorry about that.
So Tiffany's got the 2 rocks on what is our right-hand side of the sheet. Up front, she's going to attempt to come around into the other side here. So she's wanting Hannah to...
Not over, barely.
Looks just a little bit light.
Like the peel? Or you in my this?
So Jill, just kind of while we're waiting for the next shot here, just update a little bit on the other sheets. We've got on the far sheet, we've got Buchalter playing Hayward. Looks like Hayward took 2 in the first end. Second end was blanked. They're now playing the third. On the McPherson and Van Rysel game, we've got a 1-0. Van Rysel took 1 in the first end. Don't know for sure what they did in the second end. Usually when it's not marked up on the score, I kind of assume they blanked it. And they're playing the third end. And then in the consolation game, and it's Stewart. I'm not sure who Stewart's playing.
Patton.
Patton. Stewart's playing Patton, and they're tied at 1-1 after 2, playing the third.
In the meantime, Bethany and team landed on playing this run back. And they touched all the rocks in the house. But did leave themselves sitting one behind a guard, although they are third shot. So they'll still have some work to do.
Yeah.
I should be about 380. 380 should be my draw. Okay.
So Tiffany will now have Joelle try to come in. They want to sneak into that top of the 4-foot. If they can, get a good rock hidden in behind their center guard.
Sweepers walking along it the whole way, and rightfully so. That'll go right through the rings. So now Bethany has a...
Hit one of the open ones. You like this? Yeah. Yes.
I was going to say, Bethany has a bit of a decision to make. Do you ignore those and go around, or do you actually hit it and try to bring that red one of yours into play at some point?
And I don't mind this call.
I agree.
I like the idea of bringing that other one hopefully in play. They could roll right behind the 2 red guards.
Whoa! Whoa. You're fine. You got it.
Didn't quite work out. If she happens to hit, that much of the other side of the rock, she probably still sticks around somewhere because she had lots of room to roll. But I liked the idea. I liked the shot that she played there.
I agree, yes. We're seeing a lot of hit and roll outs, and they seem to always be on what we would say the high side.
Right.
So I think the teams need to figure out how to make an adjustment so that they're able to better manage their stones on the hits. So it's either taking less ice, throwing less weight, maybe a combination of both.
Yeah, I don't know if the rocks on the hits just aren't moving as much as they thought, or as much as what they've been seeing earlier in the week. But I agree. They seem to be missing on the high side.
bump. Bump is good. Okay, I like bump. We wreck on the guard and chip under the, that's fine. Do you think that's the right ice or a little less? I'll give you a bit. It's gonna take off.
You hear Piper talking about basically the tolerance on this shot, meaning that she can't afford to be on the high side like we were just talking about, but if she hits the guard, she could roll in behind those other guards.
Exactly. Looks like she's got a really nice one here, though.
Clean. Good.
Navigated that hole very well. They now sit 2.
I think so. Yep. I go like there. Then they draw. I think you draw and then it's open enough to do it after. I think you go there. Yep. Edge. Okay.
And this is a good call. I mean,
I agree.
You can't really, the way the red rocks are positioned in the house, you can't really play at them, or it doesn't make sense to play at them. You might as well, you've got some yellow rocks up front, you've got one of your guards right on the center line. I like the call about, going in and being a little bit more aggressive here.
Yep, straight. Yep, hard locks. Yep.
Tiffany Brown trying to make a nice come around here. It's a little light, I think.
Yeah, like that was a 16-second hog to hog. So.
I think it's about a 14-5 here. Good.
Yeah, that's sort of a big opportunity missed. You had to get that in the ring somewhere. Now Bethany has a chance to beat you to it and set 3 with last stone.
With last stone, yeah. And if there's a silver lining to that, the 2 yellow rocks out front are kind of lined up, so it may leave that option for a straight back kind of double tap. But
Tee's good. Line's fine. Got it, curl. Hannah.
This one's really
hanging a little more than what they expected.
Yeah, it's quite out there. They have a long way to go.
Hard curl. Hard on the rub. Okay, that's fine.
They will knock that in, but not enough to outcount those other 2 red.
Right. And the weight looked pretty good. If you look by the way or how far it tapped the guard, I don't think they were that far off. And that timing, we were talking before where they were saying it was 14. We figured that it probably 14 and a half to the tee line. That one was about 14.4.
So the teams are just discussing because I think one of the sweepers maybe nudged one of the guards when she was going by, and they were having some discussion about whether it had to be moved or put back, and because of that discussion, somebody's clock was still running, so they wanted to just make sure that there was enough time put back on one of the team's clocks.
Okay.
Can you see all of it, Hannah? Hannah, can you see all of it?
So a little bit of a discussion here. Corey Barkley, Team Brown's coach, called a timeout here to have a little bit of a discussion with them. So
That's fine. You can see all of it.
Interesting to see what they say.
So that's all right.
Obviously asking whether or not they can see that back rock. Do they come down and play to that? I believe that would still give them, if they do play to it, it does give them shot rock. So
Control maybe a little bit more, right? Try to nose it. You do have some room to roll, so I don't mind.
Okay. Normal? Yeah. Okay. I go there. Okay. Normal? It's good? I think so. Okay.
So it looks like that's what the advice was, is, you know, come down, try to at least nose it. If you get a bit of an inside roll, that's a bonus.
Yeah, the main thing will be getting through between the red and the yellow.
For sure. It's not, even though it might look like it here, that's not a really big port to come through.
The final stone for Tiffany Brown. Gotta get by that outside one. Oh, they just do.
Did.
It makes contact, but does roll out. So there will be a shot here for Bethany to score 2.
Do you like back 4, back 8? Yeah, do you think a little less then? Yeah, just a bit.
So if it's back 4, back 8, is she just trying to promote her rock in by the sounds of it?
Yes, I think so too. I think, I mean, they've been playing down this side of the sheet for most of the end, so maybe that's a comfort level, because I think, I mean, it looks tight on the overhead, but you probably could play a draw between the red and the yellow on the left-hand side of your screen. You could also go out wider on the left-hand side of your screen and draw there as well.
Right.
But like I said, maybe just a bit of a comfort. They've been playing this path quite a bit this end.
And I think the call definitely makes sense, for sure.
So last rock for Bethany Allen. Trying to play a tap for 2.
Taylor! Whoa, curl! Whoa, curl! Just clean! Curl! 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 Curl!
This one's really going to have to move
come up
for them to get it in enough. Not quite.
Not quite enough, so it's 1.
That is the end, right?
So that will be a single, and Allen will have a 3-point lead. 4-1 after 3 ends of play. We'll be back after this.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Welcome back to the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba for the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. As you can see, Team Allen and Team Brown. Allen with a 4-1 lead as we begin the 4th end. Again, this is a B quarterfinal game in a triple knockout format.
Do we want to? Okay, it's fine.
So a bit of discussion there about the free guard zone. Just Allan's team didn't quite get that one in the rings. So Brown could consider hitting it if it was in the rings. So they just asked if she wanted to measure it so that she could know for sure if she could hit it. But Tiffany just indicating we're going to throw a corner guard anyway, so it's no point in measuring it at this point.
She had taken a quick look at it, and I think she thinks it is out.
Can you sweep close on this one? Come here. That was walked. You want this turn? Do you want this turn still? Do you want the same turn? Do you want this turn still? Okay.
Now, I think Bethany's asking Taylor to come around that. But now she initially had mentioned when she was trying to do the other turn that she just wanted to end up basically on the center line. But
yeah, I'm not sure
We're down.
why there was a turn discussion necessarily on that.
Yeah.
We might be able to bite. You look like a little more. Keep going. You're like
She's
full
got
12.
good weight if she's going to be in behind the guard anyways.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what
Really nice weight.
Piper was she was saying, "Oh, I don't know what I'm saying." She's was trying to judge the speed and called top 12 and it was top 4.
That's why I said we should measure. Do you put a stick on that? What?
So now they're having discussion again about that one that's in the top 12.
Yep. I just don't know if it's in.
No.
Just draw.
They are allowed to call the umpire out to put a measuring stick on it to see if it is in fact in the rings. But they're rather than doing that, they're just going to throw around the corner guard.
Well, here's a question for you. Now, do you know she didn't put a stick, didn't ask the official to come out and put a stick on it at the first time.
That's a good point.
Now that there's been a rock plate, can she still do that?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. It won't matter in one more rock.
That's
because it is the 5 rock free guard zone rule. So if your rocks are in front of the rings, there's no hitting of them for the first 5 stones.
Yeah, nose is fine. Nose is really
If it's in the rings, of course you can still hit it.
Just 10! 10-5! Whoa! Clean. 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 Whoa! Whoa! 10-8.
Now, there might be a little bit of a caveat to that. If it's on the center line, yes, you can't move it off. But if it's in the free guard zone, there's nothing saying that you can't tap it back and keep it in the house.
That's true, yeah.
Or to another part of the ice that is not out of play.
Yeah. Sometimes we see that, especially in mixed doubles discipline, when there's a power play, they call it, so the play gets moved to the side of the rings on the side of the sheet, and often teams will, as a defensive play a push like a tick into the house so that they can hit it on their next one.
That's right. Exactly.
So you can move the rocks around, you just can't remove them from play.
Normal, like what?
So now Tiffany's elected to play this.
Are we on the outside one? Okay.
It does
Sticks around.
stick around.
Sticks around for second shot. Now that's another example of what you were talking about before, Jill, where they're missing just on that high side of the rock again. And I'm not sure what it is, whether it's just a matter of haven't picked up on that ice yet, or what, but it seems to be, and it's not just one team. It seems to be both teams that's happening to.
Yeah, it's just, it could be a combination of release, weight thrown, ice given, but they're certainly not having that discussion about how to narrow the gap on it to figure out how they can better manage it.
Gotta go then. Keep curling. Keep curling.
Curl, curl, curl.
Keep curling. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, we'll.
It's not bad. That's pretty good. Roll.
Piper got that one right on the call, on the weight call.
She did.
She said top 8. You're back, Piper. You're back.
That was like normal.
These red ones are piling up again on Team Brown. They'll have to make a good one here.
There's looked like a fairly good release on this one, so
yeah, I would agree.
I don't think they're going to be far off what their call was, as long as they don't get a jam.
Ooh,
missed that in the back.
Just and a bit of a roll. Bit of a roll, but they would have liked to maybe just roll in front of that that red one, but that certainly would have
We don't need to be too aggressive. Okay.
meant a jam, I think. Now I'm trying to remember what turn they played already.
They did play the out turn on that one, so, and it's it's a good shot. They were able to keep their rock in play, and that's key for the Brown team right now is to be able to keep a couple of their rocks in play and give them an opportunity at a multiple score at the end.
Curl, curl. Hard curl. Keep going.
There's that high side again.
Yeah. INC half.
Okay, so roll.
Yep.
Sort of wondered if they might play a freeze, but
that probably would have been my first thought. And just again try to keep both of your rocks in play.
yeah, because I think,
Straight.
I don't think,
Yep.
I'm not sure that Bethany would necessarily throw a guard on it. She maybe would hit the other one at the back of the rings, but
Okay, roll. Okay, that works.
Got the roll out, so now you see Bethany try to come around that long yellow guard and get something in there for second shot and make Tiffany try to maneuver around a couple of rocks anyways and get them out before she can score a multiple point.
Taylor's rock. Switch.
Weight looks pretty close.
Just even. Yep, go. Yep.
just switching so that they can get the right angle, try to make it curl a little bit, get some more separation.
That's good.
Not sure why they stopped sweeping that though.
Yeah, even another rock switch would have been nice. Would have made the double a lot tougher. There still is an opportunity, I think, there for a double, or it looks like I think what she was trying to indicate there was there's also an opportunity to hit and roll in behind that guard and not worry about the other one in the edge of the forefoot. It is wide open, so you can always go at it later.
Curl. Curl. Gotta curl. Hard curl, Lex. Hard, 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 hard.
This might be one of those times you want to try and play the double, even though you weren't calling it. Wasn't really enough weight for it, obviously, but.
And they got the unfortunate jam in the back, so that takes out what I would think could have been their second point.
Like, you just have to hit it just off.
For sure. And they didn't quite get a great rollover to sit properly in front of that other red one because, I mean, if they had sat properly in front of that red one or right in front of it, then, you know, maybe you're still set up for a chance at two.
Just a little on the outside.
So if Bethany hits this or just off nose, she'll lay 3. The nice part for, fortunate part for Brown, that should leave those 2 rocks grouped a little bit.
Curl! Whoa! Hard up! Hard up! Okay.
Yeah, again, just like always sweeping it to curl, hey? So
Yeah.
just not quite figuring out those hits.
Yeah.
So now
that
chance.
changes the perspective in the end. Just, one rock can make it a total difference. So now from, potentially looking at 3, Tiffany's now got an opportunity to try and take 1 behind a guard and lay 2. Well, Tiffany's getting ready to throw her rock. Just want to, again, I guess thank the Co-ops of Manitoba for, stepping up and becoming title sponsor to this junior provincials. I think that's a great fit for them. I think it's fantastic support, and hopefully we can have them around for a good number of years.
Yep, gotta go, I think. Yep. Yes. Curl.
Yes, agreed. It's always wonderful to have great title event sponsors and all of our other sponsors that contribute to making these events happen.
Hard legs. Okay.
So just coming up short.
Yeah. Try to get the roll under. Yeah. I'll go 10. No, that one.
So yeah, you mentioned the other sponsors, and along with the title sponsor that Curl Manitoba has, any of these events, whether you held them in Brandon or any other, Winnipeg, any other small town, the events don't go without local support. So, we're really fortunate to have some fantastic support from some of our local people. You look at our diamond sponsor, Me and Haddad. We've got gold sponsors of Meridian and Greenstone. Our silver sponsors, Armtech Inc. and Balin Steel Buildings and Inventronics are our bronze sponsors for the event. So again, big thank you to those folks for stepping up and helping out and making this event possible.
Hit and stick there by Bethany will force Tiffany Brown to play a hit for a single point.
So a single point after 4 ends still makes it a 2-point game, which is really nothing as far as the number of, still another 6 ends to go, so not an insurmountable deficit at all.
I think this one will come up just enough.
Just enough.
Yep.
There it is.
But they were sweeping to make it curl again. But that will be a single for Team Brown, and they will still trail Bethany Allen and team by a score of 4-2 after 4 ends, and we'll be right back with end number 5 after this.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's Community Pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
Welcome back to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. Team ALLAN with a 2-point lead over Team Brown as we enter into the 5th end and close to the halfway mark of this 10-end game. It's a B quarterfinal of a triple knockout, so both teams will still live on to play after this game. One guard up by Brown.
T! A little out there.
Now ALLAN seemingly playing a draw to the wing. Sounded like they were going in the rings. No, now it's...
They're calling two.
They were calling T out of the hand, and then they...
They went from T to 2.
T to 2, yeah. And so it is a guard that they are playing.
Tiffany's now going to try and go around the guard that they've thrown on the center line. Getting Lexi to hopefully come into the rings.
Curl, where are we? Top 12 right now.
Curl, yep. Hard, yep. Hard, guys, yep. Top 4. Curl, yeah. Curl.
Got great weight. Just got out a little bit further than they wanted and didn't get it across the center line.
So they do leave it wide open, and Bethany will try to hit and roll to the wings. Maybe we'll give you a quick update on the other games. Buchalter and Hayward are tied at 2, playing the 5th end, and McPherson and Van Rysel. Van Rysel's up 1, just starting the 5th, so we don't know what happened in 4. And Stewart and Patton look like they are also in a tie game. Some close ones out here.
That's good. 9-2. Sit. Sit. Oh.
That's always
oh
nice
no,
to
sorry. Sorry, Sean, an update on the Patton. They were standing in front of the scoreboard, so I couldn't see quite, but Patton is actually up by 2 points. Oh, and now there's another number going up on the board, but it's a blank. So yes, Patton leads 3-1 after 4.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Like you said, all close games, so that's nice to see.
We're light, if anything. Really light. Top 8. On the guard right now. No. Okay.
That's in. Yes. Yep.
I think you played the draw anyways, but
yeah,
it's nice. Oh, it doesn't look like it's in on the overhead, does it?
No, but
Bethany said it was in.
Correct. We have not.
I'll trust her. She's got a little bit younger eyes than I do.
And a better view, a closer view.
I think everywhere it's 14-5 now.
Yeah, as I sit here with my reading glasses looking over and...
Nice. Top 8.
Yeah, so with a bunch of junk out front of the house right now, kind of first one in. Positioning will be kind of key. If she can keep this above the tee line, it'll be in a really great position for her.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go.
Finishing nicely.
That's good. 15-1.
It was pretty good sweeping to get that there.
For sure.
Mostly buried. Or all buried. Said they can't see any of it.
Yep.
Okay, looks like they're going to try a hack weight shot. See if they can push it through the rings and still hang on themselves. They will roll out a little bit, but ideally still stay in the rings.
This one has lots of room past the guard.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to catch enough of it.
No, they could have afforded to wait on that one a little bit.
Yeah, because she had her on it early. She was yelling sweep fairly early on that, and
Or you come back.
it just ran straight on them and didn't finish up.
Top 3, biting's good. Or 3, sorry. Never put up a center guard when you have him. Yeah. How new? Yeah, should be fine.
They're just trying to draw, just to bite the rings.
This one's hanging out a little bit more too, so I think they're now trying to see if they can go around behind it.
Hard curl. Keep going, keep going.
End up hopefully kind of still back of the forefoot a little bit.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's pretty good.
Excellent.
That worked out pretty well.
Worked out very well, yeah. And the rocks are staggered a bit, so it makes it even tougher.
Yep.
Now you have one game over there that has finished their 5th end, so they're into the 5th end break, and that's the Stuart Patton game. Looks like Patton picked up 1 in the 5th end to go up 4-1 over Stuart.
Waits there, Tiff. Yep, hard, Hannah. Yep. Hard line. Yep. Hard, guys. Curl if you.
See if they can get it. It looks like they've got it by the front red one.
Oh, this is a really nice.
That's a really nice shot.
Whoa, Tiff.
Very, very nice.
Really, really good there.
Or back line. Even back line.
Just nice controlled weight there too to play that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And leaving that red one in the back is actually helpful to Team Brown as well. It makes it a little trickier for ALLAN to remove this yellow one from play without jamming on that back one.
Exactly. She pretty much has to get right to nose on this one to avoid that jam.
Curl. Hard, curl, you got it. Hard, keep going. Hard, you got it, keep going. Hard, you got it, Taylor. Keep going.
I don't know if that's going to come up quite enough. They still got the jam,
Still got the jam, but it does outcount that little one that we weren't sure whether was in before.
Mm-hmm.
And does give Tiffany an opportunity now, where it had that little rollout, gives Tiffany the opportunity now to catch the inside of that and see if she can roll in behind. So here's Joel Barkley's attempt. Try and catch the inside part of it. She does have a fair bit of room to roll, just the way those guards are up front. Close. It wouldn't have had to come up much more, and she'd have had a really nice roll.
I do. Little away. 10. 10? Yep.
We're rolling out, a little out.
Whoa. Curl.
This is Piper's attempt to try and come down, and they were hoping to hit it on the nose, but again, that little bit on the outside, right? On the high side.
It's not awful.
So I think Tiffany's got a couple of options here. It looks like she's going to draw. The other option, and I think kind of quiet weight, tap through type of weight, she may have been able to come down and tap that red one right through and sit up there for second and first and second shot. But she's, I think, elected to just try and draw around it.
Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that call. We haven't seen a significant amount of finish or curl in the spot, so that would be tricky to play that tap, I think.
For sure. Yeah, I like this call too.
First of skip stones here in number 5.
Hard straight, yep. Hard straight, yep, gotta go then. Hard all the way. Where are we? Hard. Yep, hard. Bring it as far as you can. Yep. Far as you can.
This one's going to be on the red one.
Just going to corner freeze to the red one.
Okay, that's fine, Tiff.
Yeah, and unfortunately that staggers those as well, so it makes drawing around here a little more protective for Bethany and team.
That's right.
What do you think? Like 14? Yeah. Like 14.5? Could run a bit more, it's a little wider though. Okay. Still stick with 15 probably then. Okay.
So this is Bethany's first rock. It's an attempt to try and come around the rock in the top 12 and top 8.
Hannah's rock! Hard, Hannah! Hard, Hannah, go! Hard, Hannah! Hard, you got it!
They're actually getting a little bit of movement out of this, so they're going to have to go to get this by.
It's going to be close. It looks really nice.
Oh, they
And
just get it
got
by.
That
What
is
a nice shot
great
by
shot.
Bethany Allen.
That's a great shot.
It's just the only thing is they had to sweep it to get it by, but of course now it's behind the tee line. So that might leave a little opening.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good shape. Is that what you guys thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like your weight wasn't afraid you don't need a pile more. Same thing if you get it. Even doesn't necessarily have to be.
Yeah, even if they can come down, they don't have to get full nose on this thing. Even if they can come down and kind of get corner frozen to about 2/3 of it, would be a great shot. Leave her shot rock and make the next shot for Bethany awful tough.
This will be a big. This is an important shot here for Tiffany right now. It'll be important for them to get this in a place where it's not easy for Bethany to remove.
Exactly. If they can get it in corner froze 4-shot, it does make that a lot tougher and sets up a really good opportunity for a potential steal this end, which would be big for the Brown team.
Outside, curl if you can. Okay, you got to curl.
Sweepers are
Curl.
don't really want to sweep it a whole lot for
Yeah.
weight.
Hard curl.
Careful for the weight, girls.
Hard curl. You got to
Yeah,
curl.
Yeah, but they.
Oh, and they just catch a piece,
Just
but roll too
peach
far.
and roll out.
Yep. Okay.
Just draw. But here.
Yeah, that's the thing with those shots. Like, I mean, she kind of had to make it, but being a hair lighter is probably still better, right?
That's right.
So
Even if it's not exactly where you want it, if it's still out front, you still have to make the opposition play it.
Yeah.
Just to move. So.
well, and now Bethany has the same shot that she just had, and it's a draw for 3.
Yeah.
If you're a little bit shorter, maybe she's got a way tougher shot for a draw for 2, even if you weren't, if you came up a little light but weren't first shot. You know, you're still out counting one of theirs. There's a couple of different opportunities if you were a little bit light there, but now this is just giving Bethany the same shot she just had.
Exactly. And I know they try to sweep them to make them curl now, but sometimes from, say, top of the house to the tee line, I don't think you can make it move.
I agree.
Enough
and you're
it.
still kind of adding speed,
Yes.
like at the end of the day here.
Yep.
Line's fine. Whoa.
Because now this shot, even if Bethany is a little heavy, she still does have that yellow rock that Tiffany just threw to come down to. So.
I just wanted to have this as an option. 3.
There it is.
And that will be 3 for Team Allen, their second 3 of this game. And so now they will have a 7-2 lead at the halftime break at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. So we will be back after the 5th end break.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MBCurlMuseum. Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's Community Pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MB Curl Museum.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Welcome back to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships, live from the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba. Team ALLAN now, after another 3-ender with a 7-2 lead after 5 ends over Team Brown of Verdun. And we stand corrected, Sean. This is, what was it, a C quarter?
C quarterfinal.
We've been saying it's a B quarterfinal and that both of these teams will live on, but in fact, one of them will go home after this game.
Maybe we just tell them that was a purposeful miss, just to make sure that there was people listening to us out there.
Yeah.
We get the correction, now we can verify that somebody's
listening.
Hey?
Even though it was just somebody in the building that overheard us.
So again, after the 5th end break, we'll just do a quick update on some of the other sheets. After 5, the Buchalter and Hayward game is looks like 4-3 for Hayward after 5, and the McPherson Van Rysel looks like Van Rysel picked up a couple in the 5th end to go up 5-1 against McPherson. The Stewart and Patton game, we had mentioned before that they were already in the 5th end break, and it is Patton up 4-1 over Stewart.
So unfortunately for Brown,
You're good. Taylor's really scared of the jam.
they didn't get a guard up, really. They'll have another chance at it here.
So the ALLAN team lays 2 in the house right now. But the idea of throwing a guard and ignoring those 2 in the house is a good way to try and generate some offense this end. Looks like she's going to be a little heavier than they wanted again. Come back in the house, which will give Bethany a chance to hit that rock as well and lay 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you're down quite a number of points and your guards are going in the house, it's not going to be very beneficial to you at all. It's going to be a real struggle to score a couple here.
And even though you still need, if you start this and it's basically draw in and the other team hits and sits, once they get a number of rocks in the house, you may end up changing strategy a little bit, going away from the guards, and start drawing down to these rocks and trying to use them for backing,
Exactly.
as opposed to, one of those ends where you try to generate your points without guards out front.
I think even now would be a good time to try to play a freeze to one of those ones in the rings instead of playing a hit.
Even the rock that she is hitting right now.
Yep.
I know her thoughts are hitting that and rolling over in front of the other one, which is some good thoughts too. But yeah, there is that opportunity just to freeze them, or even just bump them back to the back of the house.
I was going to say, if you really want to roll in front or play, you could play a tap instead of a hit here.
Did it spin back in? I think it did. Ooh, hard to say.
That looks closer than the one last end that we thought was out and Bethany said was in. So.
So again, we've talked about the sponsors that help bring this event to fruition, both the title sponsor and all the local sponsors. The other aspect of this that really needs to come together to click and to put this event on is all of the volunteers. And we're pretty fortunate in not just the Brandon Club here, but also other clubs that are around Brandon, people in Brandon in general, and to be honest with you, some of the folks from neighboring communities that are in the curling world, we always seem to get some help from them. So again, big thank you to all the volunteers that have stepped up for this event this week.
Normal, lots, curl Lex. Lots, normal.
So an attempt now to come down and maybe make the double and roll behind. Ooh, darn.
Okay, that's fine, Hannah.
Yeah, that's you got to keep your own rocks around too when you're down a number of points. So again, like we talked about, playing the taps and just getting them behind the tee line so that you can use them to freeze to, as opposed to actually playing any hit weight of any kind.
Right.
I think 15 is good. Hair tight. I pulled it back.
And a lot of that, Jill, comes with experience too. You got to remember these gals are still fairly young. You know, they're 14 and 15-year-olds, really kind of just getting into the competitive side of this junior curling. So, you know, I think there's some really good things that I see in what they're doing and how they're throwing, and there's just a little bit of experience and knowing what they should be playing in different situations. But that will come.
Yes.
And I know, Coach Corey Barkley is, he's played for a number of years and done a lot of competitive curling. So it's, there's some experience there that they'll be able to draw on as well. I also just want to give Corey a bit of a shout out for a junior program that he's running out in this area, and not just the Verdon area. He's got it working through the Westman area. Fantastic program, getting younger kids involved in it.
He's into
giving
Saskatchewan
them
a little bit too,
and
right?
Saskatchewan as well, yeah, just inside Saskatchewan, and giving them the opportunity to be able to play in different venues. So they have weekends set up that they move from community to community, and I think it's a great program. So kudos to Corey for working on that, and any of the volunteers that he's got that's helping him organize that.
Yes, definitely. It's I hear a lot of great things about that program out in this area. It's essentially a bit of an interclub competition, which is great.
Now, if I'm right, he calls it Shooting Stars?
Sliding Stars.
Sliding Stars, that's what it is.
I think they do have a Facebook page, so.
So it's a great program, and that's what's going to help generate kids to move into these groupings.
Curl, you got it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That was really nice controlled weight on that. We've been talking all game about how they're hitting it. Both teams are hitting a lot of on their hits, hitting it on the high side, and then they're rolling out and rolling out and rolling out, and they haven't managed it. So that one, they brought the weight down finally, and were able to control it, especially out in the wings where you are more likely to hit and roll out.
Right. Yeah, and it was easier to control line call as well. Yeah, they did a great job on that one.
Okay, normal. Yeah, that's fine. Curl. Hard curl. Hard, yeah.
Straight.
No, you gotta curl. Curl, no, curl.
Straight.
No, you're gonna roll out.
I think Tiffany was trying to get them to go straight to
They were playing two
play
different
the
shots.
double, and they weren't having an agreement on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. No, you're good. Okay, 15.
And you'll hear that quite often when somebody from the other end, the thrower looks and sees what's happening, and they all of a sudden think, oh, well, let's play this a little bit different, take an option B, or the skip takes option B, and the thrower is still playing the shot that they had intended initially. So I see that sometimes at all levels.
Yes. We had a coach at one time that said if your skip and third aren't agreeing on what the line call is, you should just walk away. Figure it out yourselves.
Figure it out yourselves.
Top eight's perfect. Well, it looks there. Top eight's perfect. Line's nice. Line's fine. Top eight. Okay, then just clean. Hannah. Okay, whoa. Good.
Really well placed and well managed stone there by Team Allen. Really nice control, nice weight that was manageable by the sweepers. It was easy for them to judge. There wasn't a lot of panic in the communication. That was all really well done on that shot.
Very well done, and ended up in a really good spot.
It seemed pretty straightforward, but when you take those little things of, throwing the weight close, having calm communication, being able to judge it properly, those things really, really make a difference on the end result.
They for sure do. And again, that comes with, curling with each other for a while, getting to know where things are at, getting to know how you're going to make that communication.
Curl. Yep. Hard curl, Hannah. Yep.
Hard.
Okay, well, straight.
No, curl.
Straight.
Straight.
Okay, roll that way if you can.
I don't know which one's neither, I guess.
Just could have swept either one, but it's too bad you needed a little more weight to be able to remove those rocks from play. She hit it in the exact spot she needed to make a double.
That's right.
Yep.
So Bethany, you want to hit this just off center a little bit, just to avoid a jam at the back. Leave her laying 4. Good shot. She wasn't really too concerned whether she stuck around with that one. It was more so making it go away.
Yeah, definitely. would have been maybe a little bit nice to just stick right in the top and make there be a rock in the line of sight for Tiffany, who would have had to draw regardless. But certainly not a huge deal.
Mm-hmm. Even though this is a pretty much wide open draw, you can, as long as you get 8 foot, in the back of your mind, there's always, holy crap, there's 3 other red ones in the house.
Right.
So it just the fact that they're there kind of plays on things a little bit.
You almost have to block that out and just
For
think
sure.
about, the feel of throwing it to the top 8 foot.
Yep. Go back and just picture that you're throwing your draw to the button for hammer and nothing else is around.
Where is it? Yep, looks like, yep. Hard. Gotta go, 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 gotta go.
Girls are really working this.
Yeah, they are. They do have to go pretty hard. Joelle's coming out. Give them a hand. If they can keep it going, I think they've got it there.
They're really dragging this.
They really are.
Oh, great sweeping.
That is great sweeping.
Really, really good sweeping there by the front end for Team Brown for them to get a single point.
It must have been those extra 3 gotta goes that the Joel was hollering.
Yeah, and so that will bring them up a little bit, but they still trail Team Allen by a score of 7-3 after 6 ends. We'll be back shortly.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
You're watching live from the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba, the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. Team Allen and Team Brown here in a C quarterfinal. So the loser will go home. End number 7 just underway.
Close. Stay close. She's a spinner. Nicotine, is that you? Bit. Yeah. Well, no, it's there.
So they're talking about how the rock is spinning quite a bit, and Piper says, Nicotine, is that you? There was a very well-known, famous curling shot that was making the rounds on social media last year. That was Nicholas Edin at the World Championships throwing a spinner and making an incredible, probably the best shot ever. So, yeah, Piper just kind of making reference to that. It was pretty funny.
Oh, Jesus, how heavy. In the house, T-line. T.
That first guard is a little bit long for Tiffany and team.
There's nice weight, just top of the button.
Like, that guard's really high.
Yeah, they probably could have put up another, given that they're down a number of points, they could have put up another, probably should have put up another guard, just a tight one to stack their guards so that ALLAN can't remove them from the free guard zone.
Hack up! Curl, curl, curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Straight. Straight. Gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Really good.
There's one of those nice, like, controlled weight takeouts again, like a little quieter weight. They were much better able to manage that.
Gives them a chance to work with it if they need to. And you know, on this ice, you don't get that large rollout, so you know, if they can stick around somewhere, ideal.
Wait's fine.
This was the spot we saw a couple ends ago that they weren't getting a significant amount of finish here. And that was pretty nicely controlled weight, so that might have been a combination of release and ice given.
I think top 12. I think I like that.
Yeah, I like the weight on that one.
Yeah, it's heavier here. Not nicotine. We're gonna have to go, I think. Whoa. No, we're team. No, we're team. You're really wide. Curl, curl. Okay, you're off. You're off. You're off. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, it looks like she just caught the back end of that guard.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if she did. They were calling that it was heavy, but I thought that a little feather tick off that guard would have been perfect.
It's in play, but it's not in the rings.
Same thing.
Thanks, same thing. Pat, I'll give you.
Coach timeout. Coach Corey doesn't like that call.
There you can, I don't know if you can hear at home, but Coach Barkley is talking about just trying to keep their rocks in play, trying to bump it around. So
we just can't hit and roll out because then they're just peeling, right? So something in front of it, even short, just a dead draw, something. Okay?
So come freeze in front of it?
Yeah, you can freeze it. You can like freeze the top of the red. You can be short of the red. Anywhere up there, anything to get us something that we can go on behind.
Okay. Okay, come. Just here. Anywhere up here is fine.
Yeah, I like what Corey said. I think he's just trying to make a point that you can't afford to be heavy here and not leave your rocks around to help you out. So I really liked that timeout there with Tiffany.
I think that was a big point in what he said, is you want to make sure our rocks, we can't afford to roll out. We want to make sure we keep our rocks in play somewhere.
Whoa, no, it's there. Okay, whoa. No.
Yeah, a little tap on this is what Corey said too. Like a tap on this is fine too.
Yeah, anything like that is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good positioning.
Because this forces Bethany to have to peel this guard that kind of really isn't like a huge guard because it's so high, but it kind of makes her have to do that and waste a stone.
It does. And then now, you know, Tiffany can come back and maybe freeze to that other one out in the 8-foot.
Yep.
At least gives her an opportunity later in the end, because you don't have to panic just yet. But in the later in the end, then you can. Ooh.
Oh. Ooh. Wow, that was really unfortunate.
That is. That is. But again, when you go back to what Coach Barkley was saying, that just created that opportunity by doing this.
Yep.
Just come that. Okay.
Because in a lot of cases, as long as you can keep your rocks in play, you never know what can happen.
Exactly.
It's some unfortunate. It can be something like this where they unfortunately curled too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a matter of, every once in a while we'll see a pick or something on the ice and the rock goes not where it was supposed to.
Hard, yes! Okay, hold it. Straight, keep straight. Nice shot.
It's not bad. It kind of double guards that one in the rings and again forces Bethany to play peel.
9? Yep. Just soft nose on Taylor's side.
It does, and it's going to make her take at least 2 shots to get at that rock that's in the house.
Yep. Whoa! You're fine. Just clean.
She might, not quite. Hit it actually a bit too thick.
Yeah.
To get that one in the rings. They should have swept that a little bit just to try and clip that yellow one.
Yeah, I think she was more just, trying to make sure that they got it and moved it out. And I'm not sure she even realized that there was an opportunity.
Well, I heard Piper say it, so Piper knew it was there, but I don't think Bethany was thinking too much about it.
That's right. So which gives Tiffany an opportunity to have Joelle come around now. Still some room to come around that guard that's even out front.
Curl if you can.
It's finishing pretty hard here.
Okay, curl.
Yeah, they want to. Oh no, did they? Oh,
Did
they
they
should have
left it
kept
short?
that just a little farther to get a biter.
Yeah.
I think they would have. Well, maybe another foot, and they would have outcounted that one at the very back as
I think
well.
so. It's Piper's second shot.
Just clean. You're fine.
Curl.
Yeah. I think Piper's seeing those angles there and trying to, figure out how to clip one of those ones just to get it out of the house.
That's right.
And I'm not sure if Bethany's quite looking at the angle necessary to do that and is just more concerned about the peel. But the peels are certainly opportunities to also eliminate other opposition stones. So.
So they're going high guard with this one. So they basically want to replace that rock that was just peeled out.
Little outside. Curl if you can. Here.
Curl, no curl.
Curl. Yep. Straight. Hard, yep. Get it over.
A bit of panic there.
Oh, never a doubt.
Yeah, they probably could have had that curl a little bit more. It's actually that shot rock is open on the right hand side, but it doesn't do Bethany much benefit to hit it. So.
Yeah, you got it.
No, and this is basically her way of trying to generate a second point in this end. Now, if she can duck one or hide one in behind all of those, and the way they're staggered, it gives her that opportunity to get into the button. And over in the Buchalter and Hayward game, looks like Hayward picked up one in the 6th, one in the 7th. She now leads that one 6-3. In the Stewart and Patton game, it was tied up after 6, but Patton picked up 3 in the 7th to go up 7-4. And we'll update you on the McPherson-Van Rysel game as soon as we can actually see the scoreboard.
In the meantime, on our sheet, Bethany was just really out there. It must have got a little bit wide of the target, as didn't really have much of a chance on the line. Her weight probably wasn't too bad.
Like, that didn't curl that much for them.
So this gives Tiffany an opportunity to make a little hit and roll and put a little bit of pressure on Bethany for her last rock to score one. A little hit and roll, if she gets that in the right spot, might give her a good opportunity to come away out of this end with steal.
Little speed wobble there.
Curl. Hard curl, yep. Curl. Yep. Hard curl, yep. All the way, Hannah, yep.
Trying to get a bit of a roll under.
Bit of a roll, not quite as much as she'd like, but a really nice roll.
Yep. Got it.
Nose hit here should give her shot rock and a point.
Yeah. Yeah, just nose. No, just 10 should be okay. I know. I probably will throw 9-5.
Okay, I can see the scoreboard on the McPherson-Van Rysel game, and in the 7th end, Van Rysel stole another one to go up 6-1 after 7.
Final stone. Here in end number 7, Bethany Allen attempting to stick for a single. I think she does have a bit of a catcher there, and she does, and that will be a single. And they will go up by a score of 8-3 after 7 ends over Team Brown of Verdun. And we'll be right back from the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Curling Championships.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
The 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Curling Championships, live from the Brandon Curling Club. This C quarterfinal game between ALLAN and Brown. ALLAN seemingly having control, but did have a hit had to hit against 3 last end.
Yeah, she was a shot she had to make. There could have been easily a steal of at least a couple of points there. So She managed to dig themselves out of that one and get up a single point.
Just 10's good.
So Bethany, I think, had called for that first rock to be in the rings, and because it's not, she doesn't want to leave a guard there. So
That's fine too.
I was going to say they do have the ability to peel out their own guard.
Back 8. Back 8. It's. I think I just like the peel. This is pretty far.
They were actually looking at trying to split it and lay 2. But now they've gone back to just a straight peel, which I think is a good shot.
I agree, yeah. Split's it's a more precise shot, and you certainly could still leave a guard.
Yeah. But it's also, at this point in the game, you have to look at the scoreboard a little bit too, and they don't need a whole lot of rocks in play.
Keep going, keep going. Keep
Roll,
going.
Hannah, roll, Hannah, roll. Go, Hannah,
Roll.
roll.
Go, go, go. Roll. Good.
So, I mean, while it is in the rings, it still very much acts as a guard.
Mm-hmm.
So didn't really quite get the full result they'd like on that shot.
And it still, in a way, kind of chokes off, Tiffany's ability to come around the yellow guard, even though, like we've mentioned before, rocks that far out are almost irrelevant as far as a guard in some cases. But
Are we past? Yep. We're there. We're there. We're there. We're there.
we go a little bit tighter into the house, which I think makes a little bit better of a guard. But she does have a couple of rocks out front that she can try and hide some things behind. So.
Is Bethany just coming to the middle, Sean, or did she indicate?
Yeah, it looked like she wants to basically just go top 4.
Line's fine. Top 4. T. Yeah,
She's
girl.
actually, they got out there a little bit, so.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Looks like it was off. Center guard's okay. 14-6.
Oh no.
Okay, we need a. Yeah. Other option is we come
While it is, better, as Piper said, a center guard is okay. It is better than the corner guards. It's still not really ideal when you're up a handful.
That's right. Because anything out front does give Tiffany an opportunity to come around. So they're deciding where they go. Now that yellow rock of theirs has been pushed out that far, I might be tempted to more come towards the center of the ice now.
I agree.
In behind.
Because there's nowhere to hide over here, so it's just leaving Bethany a chance to hit.
Line looks not bad if they've got the weight for it, but not quite.
Woo! I touched it.
What?
I hit that guard. She paying attention?
Did it move?
I don't know.
Dude,
She's gonna pay. I don't know.
okay.
We have 14 minutes also.
That was Joelle just saying that she had tripped over that guard at the up near the hog line.
From here, it doesn't look like it really moved it.
I agree. Yeah.
Tight, yep.
And Bethany didn't seem to be too worried about it.
Nope, she just went about her business calling the shot. So Bethany coming out to help and relieve one of her sweepers. Maybe trying to keep warm. Didn't quite get it there, and that's just more room for Brown now to.
Yeah, if they could, the way those are staggered, if they can ever duck one into the top of the 4 foot now, that gives them a good opportunity to kind of build on an end with a few rocks left yet.
We're outside. Back house, back.
The sweepers are calling heavy. The line is also a little wider. Oh, are they going to get this in? Oh, they just... Oh, maybe they did.
Not quite, I don't think.
They they should have called the sweeping on just slightly earlier to try to just punch that straight back.
Yeah. I'm just freaking tired. 14.5. It's so heavy down here. Like so heavy. I worked that on the last shot.
14.5's not that heavy.
That's not that bad.
No,
That's what
I've played on 12.5.
Yeah, I was thinking
That's
the same
so
thing.
heavy.
I'm going, whoa.
Yeah. I was like 14.5. That's like pretty ideal.
Okay, well, you're off. You're off. Straight for the rub. No, you're fine. You're off. 13.7. What was it? 13.7.
Yeah, so I think Piper had it in her head that it was maybe a little bit heavier in that path and just caught herself and overthrew it.
We could do this too.
She must have been listening to Hannah and Lexi.
Yeah.
So you must be trying a little bit of a hit and a roll here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that gets you necessarily. I think a draw probably. If that one at the back of the house hadn't sat and the other one was in, I'd say the hit was okay, but.
No. Yeah, I like the draw again. Yep.
Yep, there's a bit of a hole there for her to draw through.
6 feet later.
Piper will attempt to make an adjustment on her speed.
Mine's good. It's nice. It's really nice.
She likes it.
Yes, line. Whoa. Whoa, line. Line's good.
Wait, doesn't look too bad.
Curl. Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Go, 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 go. Hard. Hard curl. You gotta keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, that's a great adjustment.
Very great adjustment, yeah. Just a little bit, left it a little bit open just with the line that they had.
Straight, straight, straight. Hard, yep. Straight, hard, straight. Yep, 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 yep. Hard locks, hard
We're really going to have to go to get this by on that top red one.
Very nice.
Oh, and they do, and they make a hit and a bit of a roll behind the corner. Really nice shot.
Very nice shot.
It still does leave that draw for Bethany that they've played a couple times.
Just a bit less. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more.
It looks like that's exactly what she's going to try and do.
Yeah, there's not much other shot because of that roll behind. There's not much other shot there for them.
Yeah. 14.6, I think. Yeah.
Just swinging across over into that Buchalter and Hayward game. Looks like Buchalter picked up 1 in the 8th end. That game's now at 6-4 for Hayward.
I like it.
After 8.
How heavy? It doesn't look that bad. Taylor!
Yeah, this line looks tighter than Piper's.
Does.
Hard! Keep going! Hard!
Oh, and they just,
yes,
they just rubbed and can't quite get enough momentum to get in there for a shot.
Yep. Control.
So a nose hit, Sean. I'm not sure if that'll get them second shot because of that red one at the back.
Ideally, if they can hit it kind of nose or just off nose, maybe they can pick that one out of the back as well.
Oh, actually, I think they would get shot. I think their yellow one would be more.
Looks like it would from that overhead shot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Couldn't quite see that on the overhead before, so thanks to our camera crew for readjusting that camera angle. The one thing they all want to make sure they don't do is jam on that back one, because then they won't be shot.
Yep. Okay, whoa.
Now that's too bad. Just over curled. Now they've made it hard for themselves to get that red one out.
So they're still laying one. Brown is still laying one in here. Now it's a matter of what does Bethany Allen do? There is that opening on the left side of the sheet that if she makes that draw there, she could potentially get at least full 8 tighter to the forefoot there, and might take the shot rock away. But I would think that that's what would be left for Tiffany anyways if she just tried blocking anything off on this side. So.
Oh, I don't know if we need that much. 13, 5, 14.
Bethany originally talked about kind of coming with that in-turn again behind there's a red guard just to the left of the center line. And they've sort of been playing that. Now you can see it there on the right-hand side of the center line. It looks tight. I would agree with that. I also think it's probably a path that they're more familiar with than going way out wide here.
But I tend to agree with Coach Edie's comments when he came out and had that quick chat with them about going to this outside. I think it's the right idea.
Whoa! It's perfect. It's good. It's good.
Good shot.
A good shot. Gets in there for shot rock.
Yeah, it is a chance for Brown to follow Bethany down. It's a little bit deep. She does need to move it, I think, for 2 though.
Yeah, she really only needs to move it about a rock's width. So if she can kind of follow that same path down with just back 8 type of weight.
Yep. You just draw to it with heavy.
Just have to tap it back a bit. Right. Is that good ice or?
I think so.
Should we do a bit?
Maybe a tad less.
She's got the right idea. They're just discussing the ice on where, and just I think she's got it in mind, the ice she needs for the draw, but she's got to throw just a teeny bit more weight to actually move it. So.
Yeah. And we just have to tap it back just.
So Tiffany Brown, last rock of the 8th end, trying to come down just with enough weight to move the shot. ALLAN rock back and pick herself up 2 points.
Straight. For line, yes, hard, straight for line, yep. Hard. Yep, hard. Yes.
Really got to go to get this by the guard. Doesn't look like he has a lot of weight.
Not sure she's got quite enough weight.
No, straight, go.
She's got perfect line, just not the weight to be able to do what she wanted.
Yeah, perfect line. So that is a single for Team ALLAN. And so they will go up by a score of 9-3, and that will be the end for Team Brown. And that is handshake. So the final score here is 9-3 for Team Bethany Allen of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg over Team Tiffany Brown of Verdun. And Bethany Allen will continue on into the Seaside semifinal, and unfortunately Team Brown will head home. Thank you so much for joining us here live from the Brandon Curling Club for the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Provincial Junior Championships.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at ALLAN, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice. And pizza choice. And salad choice. And so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's real good. New at ALLAN, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MB-Curl-Museum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.